What's going on, Knuckleheads? GKM Gaming here with another LEGO Legacies Unboxed video for you. And today is Friday, so it's Free-to-Play Friday. And I actually have a very special guest this Free-to-Play Friday. My boy Greedos is in the house.
Yo, how you guys doing?
We are actually going to be covering a brand new, surprisingly free-to-play unit that I know Greedos has been waiting for a while. Big Daddy Garmadon.
PDG, Pump Daddy Garmadon. Yeah,
Daddy Garmadon.
I'm surprised he is free, to be honest. Like,
Yeah.
I was expecting him to be a master event where you had to, like, I was even thinking, like, hey, you have to have the Ghostbusters in order to get Garmadon, but that's not the case.
Yeah, I'm glad that I like the way they did it. For those of you who don't know, Garmadon is now, you get one Garmadon tile every day that you complete a full Brickspedition. So on the last node of Brickspedition, with those 3 set tiles you usually get, you're also getting 1 Garmadon tile. So we get 7 Garmadon tiles a week. They have them unlock at 30 now, so you'll be able to unlock them a lot quicker. You newer players, probably take you about a month to unlock a Garmadon. And he's just a great unit, and he might not be easy to farm in terms of, he is easy to farm, but he's not quick to farm like units we've been covering on Free-to-Play Friday. But I think just because they just kind of put him in the game, it's definitely worth covering. I think he's going to be a great unit, not just for Ninjago. I think he's just going to be a great unit, period. And I do think he's actually going to get a buff soon.
Yeah, he's, I think he's going to get that ultimate that we've been looking for.
Yeah. So I have an ultimate on the website I'm looking at, but it's not in the game yet. I also know there's a Garmadon set that hasn't come out yet. He has his own tag, Garma Army, which currently only has him in Great White. So I think eventually there'll be a full Garma Army team that we'll be able to look at. I don't know his stats. I don't have access to his statistics, but I know that he hits really hard, having faced him in Arena, in Brickspedition and such. And I do know that his basic, on top of doing 100% damage, has a 75% chance to inflict buff immunity for 2 turns.
Yeah, buff immunity is huge, especially against those castle teams or like Scarlet.
Yeah, great debuff. It's gonna do that. That's gonna do even against the Ghostbusters team.
Oh yeah, you use that against what's his name, Winston. Boom. You can go after anyone you want now.
Actually, when we finish going over his abilities, I'm going to talk a little bit of a strategy that I think you could use if you're a Ninjago player against Ghostbusters.
Haha.
His second ability is probably what I think one of the best abilities in the game. It's an AoE that does 75% damage and has a 60% chance to inflict critical chance down. 2. And then also he heals for 125% of the total damage dealt. The ability deals reduced damage to foes with stealth, so it's not as good against Ninjago. Basically, it's 100% AoE heal.
Yeah. 125% because, like, even if there's, like, 2 characters, he'll probably heal to full.
No, he's healing to full.
Yeah.
I've never seen him not heal to full on this. I don't think he has a ton of hit points either.
He doesn't know. I think he's around, like, 11,000 or something like that. It looks like.
It's pretty easy if you focus him down. It's just hard, though, because Master Wu throws him under stealth.
And also, he's comparable with Gorbel for having the highest dodge in the game. He has a 28 dodge.
That's annoying.
Yeah, so he's gonna be dodging a lot of your hits.
It is annoying. And then his other special deals 130% damage, right? And then it just puts the team on steroids. He gains attack up 2, speed up 2, critical damage up 2 for 2 turns, and on a critical hit, all heroes gain the same buffs.
That's insane. Like, those are 3 of the best buffs in the game. Like, for Ninjago, it's gonna be insane.
Definitely, it puts the team on steroids, and his passive is pretty cool too.
That's not even
Start a battle.
Oh. Go ahead. I was gonna say that, like, that's not even like specific to Ninjago. That's just like anything you're on.
Anybody on his team. So at the start of battle, Ninjago and Garma Army heroes have their attack increased by 30% and their skill by 30%. That's like what the Forbidden Island does as a set.
Yeah.
He just does it as a unit.
He's like a set piece all on its own.
Yeah. Whenever a Ninjago hero is below 50% health and takes damage, they have a 50% chance to gain critical damage up 2, which is great. And then whenever a Garma Army hero is below 40% health and takes damage, they have a 50% chance to gain 50% pep. Again, I don't see that as too great right now because Garma Army doesn't have much going on for them. But I do think they're going to get some more Garma Army units. And I do think that this Mega Weapon Ultimate that we have the artwork for, we know what it does, it's just not in the game yet. I think he's going to get that with a buff when his set comes out.
Yeah.
And let me tell you what that ultimate does. It deals 175% damage to a target, inflicts disarm, defense down 1 for 3 turns. 3 turns of disarm.
That's crazy.
And then reduces their pep by 75%. Also, if the target has vulnerable, all foes in the Garmadon, all foes and Garmadon gain 90% pep.
Like, look at this. Not even Wu he disarms for 1 turn. 3-turn disarm?
Sorry, let me rephrase what that last part does. If the attack defeats the target, which it probably will, it inflicts vulnerable on all foes, and Garmadon gains 90% pep.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Just takes another turn.
Maybe it's not in the game because they rethought it and thought, wow, this is kind of OP. But I'd like to put the information out there in case anybody is wondering about it. I'll actually link the website. You could check it out too in the description. And now I want to ask you something, Greedos, as a Ninjago player.
Yes.
You've spent all this time farming up Ninjago. You didn't wail on Ghostbusters. You're coming across a Ghostbusters team. You come across Buccaneers in the arena. You wipe the floor with them. You're climbing. You hit a snag. You got to face a Ghostbusters team. What strategy are you going to try to use with them against Ghostbusters?
Well, first thing you want to do is you want to take Lloyd out of your team. Just that'll kill you right off the bat. With all the anti-stealth synergy and all the bonuses Ghostbusters get, you don't want to be doing that. The next thing I would do is I would take out Zane, and I would plop in Garmadon right there. And I would probably take out Naya, or take out actually no.
Leave in Zane.
Leave in Zane. Put in Garmadon. There you go. That's what I meant. So you'd have a very, very damage-heavy team. And the reason why I'd leave in Zane, actually, is because his Falcon Feint can make Jay assist on every character, which is pretty nuts. I mean, Garmadon's just going to make that so much better.
With a 7-star Garmadon, you actually have a chance. If you can get that buff immunity on Winston, focus down Egon with your high DPSs, you actually have a really good shot. You get Wu's ultimate is going to come. Actually, I don't think it's impossible to win with a Ninjago team. It's just now that Ninjago team that you won with doesn't have Lloyd, and it's not as good against other things.
Yeah, that 30% damage boost from Garmadon as well is going to make your team actually like probably equal relative to the damage output that the Ghostbusters making. Because like 30%, that's going to bring like Kai well over 3,000. That's going to bring Jay probably up to 3,000, close to that. Garmadon, we don't know his stats yet. I mean, his stats don't look that great from what we're looking at, but we know that his stats are probably very good because he does a crazy ton amount of damage.
Yeah, we've all faced Garmadon for months now. We know he hits. We know he's good. We know he's hard to deal with. He's easy to kill.
Yeah, he's probably gonna get some insane like multipliers from like going to like 6 or 7 star or something like that. Who knows?
Yeah. And right now that ultimate is not in the game. You bring that ultimate in, you're talking about an even better unit.
And you got to think
I'm just excited to have him.
He also, like, just looking at him, if you're looking at his stats, he'd probably have pretty good stats once he's leveled up. But he also increases his attack stat by 30%. So that's just a basic 30% increase on his stats. Yeah. So that's gonna be insane.
It kind of sucks for you because you're going to be facing so much Ghostbusters on your server, but I'm pretty sure on my shard it's not going to be, it's not as heavy in the pay to play.
You know what I'm wondering? Looking at his last skill there, the one where he boosts his attack by 30%, it says Ninjago and Garmadon army have their attack increased by 30%. He's Ninjago and he's Garma army. Does that mean he gets a 60% boost?
I don't think it'll stack like that.
That would be insane. That would be insane if it did.
Have to ask the devs.
That might be why he's so bursty. Who knows?
Is very he hits, and that last special, the Master Destruction, that messes people up.
Even that big foot he sends down on you. That big foot usually does like 10k damage. It's insane.
That's the one I'm talking about.
Jeez.
You hit that big foot, and then you follow it up with the AoE when you have attack up and critical damage up. It's he's a good unit. He's a good unit, and he actually Ninjago needs him to kind of stay relevant against
they do.
Ghostbusters.
They do. I mean, like, we're just gonna see Ninjago get better and better, especially with the dojo. We haven't even got it to 3-star yet. Once you get it to 3-star, it's gonna be getting those paybacks as well. Countering on Ghostbusters, that might be their saving grace. Who knows?
Yeah. I know they're gonna get countered hard if you're relying on Lloyd, you're gonna lose.
Yeah, don't expect it to be a clean win going against Ghostbusters, because you're not gonna have any sort of tank. It's just gonna be who can pump out the most damage the fastest.
Yeah, that's the name of the game then. And I think with Garmadon in the game, all right, eventually Ninjago will be able to get back into the fold.
Yeah, it'd be very scrappy though. That's very scrappy.
Yeah. I like where the men is going.
I like where it's going as well.
That's all we got for you today, Knuckleheads. Please remember to smash that like button, hit that subscribe button, ding that little bell for some notification. Head on over to Greedos' channel. We'll actually have a video coming out next week covering Ray as that Unboxed event comes out. And as always, remember to knuckle up.
She blocked me on Instagram, Snapchat, I don't give a damn about that. I can see your face, still feel the same. I don't feel the need to forget.